in my childhood, I wanted to earlier become a cricketer. If you put in 10,000 hours into anything that you love doing, success is guaranteed. People must live so wonderfully that they don't remember me.
Today's speaker is a personality who has an excellent ex-professional football player. He was also the commentator on the Star Sports of World Cup for football. With a vision to make people fit virtually, he founded his own company named The Tribe, which offers top-notch workouts as well as tailor-made nutrition diets. Let's just not waste time. Let's call upon our guest Karan Sawhney for further conversation. Thank you so much, Karan, for joining us today.
Absolutely, it's been an absolute pleasure to be a part of this event.
Definitely. So we'll be having some interview questions. So first one is, can you tell us something about your childhood? Like, were you always inclined towards football?
Actually, in my childhood, I wanted to earlier become a cricketer. My dad was a cricketer. He played for Mumbai. But then, when I was 7, that decision changed. कि मुझे football ही खेलना है. I made that choice. And then it started from there, at the age of 10, 11, I started playing nationals. And I really enjoyed it. I used to actually, sometimes it used to be, I used to bunk class and go for PT periods with other classes to play football. So that journey started there, and it's only because of the love for the sport and, just that hunger that's always there. So it's just these two things that I always had.
Nice. So, from a footballer to the founder of the tribe.
Yeah.
So, what was your crossroad point or any turnover point that made you take this leap?
So, you know how it started actually when I played football for 16 years and at multiple levels. But in 2016, my mom and I, we decided that we want to open a fitness center. We did that, but in the pandemic, during the COVID-19 pandemic, that gym shut down. The fitness center shut down, the company went bankrupt, and then me with other 2 partners of mine, like my friends, beautiful people, we started this virtual fitness platform called The Tribe. And now it's only been a year, but within a year we've been fortunate enough, grateful enough to change over 1,000 lives. We have people training with us from 17 plus countries. So it has been this journey from football and all those principles from football, the discipline, the mindset, which I'm grateful to carry it forward into the tribe.
You must have faced a lot of challenges in your life. So what was that one particular challenge that was the most difficult one for you?
I think I had 2. I'm going to tell you 2.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
I'm going to tell you 2. When I was playing football professionally, in my first year itself, I had torn all ligaments in my knee. And I could not play for 9 months, and I had a weird injury where I injured my ankle and both my wrists as well. So for 9 months, all those around me, they used to tell me ki, you need to probably leave playing football professionally, or you will never be able to play like how you used to. And I gained 16 kgs at that time, in that much time. But then my hardest thing was to lose that weight in the start. But I decided that no, for sports, for football you need it. I lost 16 kgs in 45 days. And yeah, from there on, this was the hardest part where, you're going through an injury. It's the hardest time for a player to watch your teammates playing and you're on the sidelines just watching. And that gave me a lot of willpower, a lot of strength, which I could again, keep it within me and use it at any time I want. And that came into use when I actually left playing football professionally at my peak, and I started this fitness center I told you about, and that went bankrupt. And that was just a few months ago. But that willpower, that what I spoke to you, that came in handy at that time. If I didn't play football professionally, maybe I would have not been able to handle that situation. Probably blame games, blaming one another, blaming COVID. It happened because of COVID. But I wanted to stay connected to fitness, and that's how, with my partners, the inception of the tribe also happened.
So, in the field of fitness, what are your future aspirations? Like, where are you planning to take the tribe to?
Honestly, my goal, my aim is to put India, because maybe it's because of football where I've always represented. I want to represent my country. I want India to be represented in the top nations in terms of fitness. So that's what I want, the tribe India. That's why we have the name India with the tribe. That's why we want to try India to be one of the top fitness platforms in the world and put India on the map in terms of fitness.
That's pretty amazing. So you recently had given the TED Talk. So how was your experience towards that?
I am so happy. I'm so grateful that I was able to share my journey up until now. I mean, there's a long way to go, but I've been able to share my journey with whoever will be watching, all the viewers. So I was very excited, a little nervous, but I was a lot of more excitement because I've been given a platform where I can speak my heart out, speak my mind out. So I'm very grateful to TEDx for that.
That's actually, exposure. You could say that you actually spoke your heart out.
Of course, yes.
There are people who are starting and they want to achieve something in their life. So what would be that piece of advice you'd like to give people to reach where you are today?
Honestly, for me, it is first finding your passion. That's what most of us struggle with. But we need to be aware, we need to be alert. It's sometimes around us, but we don't really know it. But it's that first step to find your passion, to love what you're doing. Once you find that, putting in all the effort, the hard work, all the adversity is worth it. I mean, and once stay consistent. We tend to switch passions, we tend to switch careers, but there's a saying where if you put in 10,000 hours into anything that you love doing, success is guaranteed.
Correct.
So that's what it is for me.
That's nice. So what is the word or a phrase that drives you, like you believe in it?
There is something which I learned in my early football days. It's the power of visualization. So that's something our sports scientists in all our clubs, they taught us, where if I'm playing a match the next day, you visualize yourself. Like, I'm a striker, so I visualize myself scoring a goal a day in advance. I visualize myself playing and making my team win. So you recreate the environment, the sound. So when you step onto the pitch, it's all very familiar. So it's for anyone and everyone who can relate to it, where if it's a hard day at work, it's something you want to do the other day, you've already planned it and you've envisioned it in your mind where this is what you want to do. And you have an advantage because there's a study as well where those who visualize and who practice it have a higher chance of making it or being successful.
So if not a football player, which sport you would be?
Which sport I would play? Probably I would play cricket because my dad was a cricketer.
Right.
And he always, I would be a sportsman for sure for some reason, but I think maybe a cricketer, yeah.
Okay, cool. So your take on it: fake it or make it? Yeah?
Fake it till you make it.
Okay, perfect. So what do you believe, like fate or hustle? I mean, luck or hard work?
I think the harder you work, the luckier you get. That's what it is. Yeah.
Right. So what do you choose, winning a race or winning a debate?
Winning a race, because sometimes you might lose a lot of energy in winning a debate and proving your point right, where it doesn't really matter. And if you're convinced, that's more than enough.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what do you choose, rich and sad or poor and happy?
Oh, this is a tough one.
Yep.
It can't be rich and happy?
No, you
I would
have
not
to be
want
rich or sad.
Rich and sad?
Yeah, or poor and happy.
This is the hardest question got me. I would choose one from each. I would say rich and happy because I know people say money doesn't buy happiness, but
it does.
But it's very important.
Definitely.
It's very important.
So what was COVID for you, a blessing or curse?
It's been a roller coaster, to be honest, because as a family we've gone through a lot, but it also gave birth to the tribe, which has been a boon for us. But as a pandemic, it's been very heartbreaking, and even as a family we faced a lot during the COVID-19 pandemic, but it's also taught us how, as humans, as individuals, to be there with each other together in these trying times, and it has really told us who our real friends or our real relationship with people is.
What do you want people to remember you as forever?
I really like this question, but there's something very beautiful. What Sadhguru, what he really said, and it really got me, is that people must live so wonderfully that they don't remember me. So that has got to me.
That's actually nice.
Yeah.
So if you wake up one day, na Karan, and you are having some sort of superpower, okay?
Yeah.
So what would be and how would you be using it?
Being two things: being able to spread love and happiness in this world, which the world is really lacking, and maybe to be invisible. I would love that. Yeah, to be invisible. I think that
And
would
what
be
would
really
you
cool.
do? And what would you do being invisible?
You would never know.
That's great. That was an amazing session. Now I'd like you to sign this for us so that we have you in our memory forever.
Thank you. This is a solved one.